Hello, welcome to the AWRC Connect2 screencast. This induction will take you through how to book resources such as a desk, a lab, a room, or a piece of equipment at the AWRC using Connect2. To access the Connect2 system, the easiest way is to go to Google and type in SHU Connect2 and then select the result that says Connect2 Site Selection. In here, select the link next to Sports Science Resource Centre and then sign in using your university login details. This will then take you through to your home screen. From here you can view, edit and create bookings for yourself at the AWRC. You can also see bookings by others. To create a booking, go to book by category, pick what it is you want to book, so for example a room. Find the room you want to book in the list, so for example the executive boardroom, and then go to create booking. This will then take you through the booking wizard for that resource. For example, for this boardroom you can select a time, so say I want to book it on the Thursday the 26th at 2 o'clock for 2 hours, so you can put your time in here, update, and then you can follow the wizard through by just clicking next and entering in the information required. So a booking name for the boardroom could be a board meeting, for example. A booking type would be a meeting. How many attendees? There might be 8 attending. Stating if you would require catering or not, so the operations who get a notification of all the bookings at the AWRC would be able to see and potentially coordinate this for you. So yes, and any extra requirements you may have, for example a flip chart. Test. I'll put this in a test just so when we confirm the no operations notice me testing around. Then next, so you can review the details and then submit, and then that is the boardroom booked. You can add it to your Outlook calendar, so any booking you create can be added to the Outlook calendar by just clicking this link here and then just open up the ICS file here, and that will open your Outlook and you can save the meeting into your own calendar to remind you. Once this meeting's been created, or this booking, you then get a notification in the home screen here in the notifications tab that you have created a booking, so the executive boardroom 2 till 4 tomorrow. You will also get a notification in your email in addition to this. To view your bookings, you can go to the home screen and view your active bookings. So these are the bookings that you will currently have running in the future. And then you can click on any particular booking you may have. So the boardroom one I've just created. And then you can edit the booking and you go back through the wizard and change any details you want to amend. Or you can delete the booking from this point here. And then that resource will become available for someone else to use. The process is very similar for each of the items we have for the AWRC. So again, a lab, you'll be able to pick the lab you can have access to. So not everyone will have access to all labs depending on the area you work in, but the process is very similar. You just pick a time you want to book and then follow each step. It's slightly different for each area, but you generally just follow the wizard and you'll get there. You can book using recurring feature, so if it's the same time every day for a week, you can just click every one day and then end after 5 days, and that will book the resource at the same time each day for a week if you need recurring bookings. Equipment, so all the equipment is on the system. So you can search for the equipment by using this search bar up here. In my experience, it doesn't. It's not the kind of the easiest way to find equipment. But if you were to do it this way, simply try and add in the manufacturer's name, and that seems to get the biggest hits. If you know the manufacturer's names, you might not know the manufacturer by all, such as Actigraph. So the easiest way to do this is try and find it within the sort of category, and it's usually in the area that's associated. So the actigraph monitors, the activity trackers, are associated with physical activity and human performance. So if you go in there, and then that will then filter all the sort of the physiology type equipment, and so forth for the other areas. So if you're more of an engineer, you can go into design engineering and filter through this way. You can book multiple things together. So within the equipment, there's a basket. So, for example, I want to use the drop rig in addition to the Canon SLR camera. You can select both, and much like a online shopping website, you can just go to create booking for both of those items, which will be here. And then, say we wanted to do it on Friday morning at 10 o'clock for an hour, you simply follow the wizard through for that, really, and then that will book it in your name. A workstation, so workstations will be bookable for in the office spaces to come and work at the AWRC. So again, to book that, you shouldn't have to do this make me owner. This is just a feature that I have. It should automatically come up as add to basket being available there for you. So to book a workstation, again, it's quite simple. Add to basket and then create booking. So it might be all day Friday. So you'll be able to put in 9 till 5 on the Friday, or 4:30, or whatever it is you want to do, an update. And then next, and again, just follow the booking through. So for the workstations, it will reserve you a desk space within the offices on level 4 or level 5, but it won't book you a specific desk. So you will just have to come into the building and find an available desk in the open plan offices, and then simply verify and confirm the booking. You can have a look at bookings in here as well, so you can search for your own bookings. So you simply type in your own username, and that will come up with all the bookings in your own name. So I've obviously been testing the system here and have bookings in my name. Or you can add another username. So I use, obviously, you can go into Outlook and find another username, and you can search by that, or you can search by resource. So I want to find all the bookings for the say the executive boardroom, so I want to see who has that booked. So you can go in and say room spaces and search for all that, and you can go through executive boardroom and whatnot, and it'll kind of help you kind of coordinate and share the resource, and you might be able to negotiate a bit of time and say share a booking, especially in the labs. You can find out and manage the resources that way. You can also go into the resource and have a look at resources and check out availability in there. So if you want to say check the availability of the movement analysis lab, you can go into lab spaces, movement analysis. The movement analysis is split into 4 because it's so large. We've been able to kind of split it into 4 zones. So say you wanted to check kind of any of the, it sometimes does this. So go into resources, just simply, if it does that, just have to go back in. It's just a bit of one of the little glitches with it. So again, not room spaces, all categories, lab spaces, movement analysis, and go into one of the movement analysis zones, and then you can see the bookings in here for that space and availability planner. So you can actually see how much when is available by the hour. And if you want things we have more than one of, for example, say a workstation, we have multiple workstations. When you click that, it kind of you can go to detailed view here and then see like how many we've got available. So it's saying here that there's 4 available for the rest of the week. When we add more, when we populate because it's a work in progress to populate the rest of the workstations in. Obviously this number will increase, so you can go into here and see how many are available, and if there's obviously none available, it will be red and show 0 that the AWRC is fully booked up for that particular day in terms of the resource you're looking at. So that basically briefly is it with the Connect2 system. I hope you once you kind of follow this tutorial through and have a bit of a play with it, you do become quite comfortable with it. It is quite a simple system to use once you kind of become familiar with it. And if you do need any more support with it, feel free to contact myself, Ian Brooks, on my email account, or come and talk to me, and I can sit down on a one-to-one basis and talk you through it. So thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you all soon.